good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 10th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Tuesday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather. West. Would not be surprised to see Sean develop either later today or either on Wednesday. And then it will continue to push on out to the to the west northwest. Some of the computer model wants to take a little more further, so we'll have to watch and see which what Invest 92L wants to do. This will bring some much needed rain to portions of the southeastern United States, from portions of Louisiana through Alabama to Panhandle of Florida, northern Florida, also central Florida as well, all the way stretching far north as portions of South Carolina, around the Atlanta metro area, also toward Birmingham, Alabama region. Some much needed rain for you guys as well. Over here on the eastern Pacific side, moving into West Mexico, this is Hurricane Lydia. That will continue to move on inland. Should be by Wednesday. It should move on inland. This is the remnants of Tropical Storm Max moving inland over Mexico, which has already pretty much dissipated as it continues to push inland. The moisture is being robbed from Hurricane Lydia. That's why Max did not survive very well, because Hurricane Lydia kind of swallowed up most of the moisture. Would not be surprised to see some more of these tropical waves moving across Central America, maybe move over to the eastern Pacific. If you may develop there as well. Watching this little cluster of showers and storms trying to develop here near the Cuba area. The National Hurricane Center may need to watch this system as well. Also, we got a cold front extending from up here near St. John's Island all the way back down into that region there. That's why that little spin up is trying to occur there in the Caribbean Sea. We got a subtropical jet starting to develop over the southeastern United States. You can see that on the satellite imagery running across Mexico all the way through the southeastern United States, all the way out into the central and eastern Atlantic. And you see little swirling systems up here in the northern portion of the Atlantic Ocean. Nothing to worry about there as well. And same up here, just some shower activity over the waters, just producing some showers, storms, and maybe some gusty winds at best. Alright, in today's video, we're going to be finished discussion talking about 92L. Also, we're going to talk about 93L, which is in the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to take a look at the Watches Warning Advisory map for your locating across the nation, and the rainfall totals as well across the board as well. If you're a new viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Also like these videos, share these videos, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and finish the forecast up. Let's move on to Invest 92L. This is over there in the eastern Atlantic Ocean, near the Cabo Verde Islands. This is looking a little better defined this afternoon. Like I said, I would not be surprised to see them start to issue advisories on a tropical depression, which would be Tropical Depression 19 over portions of the eastern tropical Atlantic. Sean should be the next name on the list. So would not be surprised today or Wednesday or maybe even Thursday at best. Alright, let's move back to we're going to take a look at some information on this system here. We're going to take a look at the spaghetti models here of this system. Alright, you can see here's the center of the storm right there. Pretty well compacted through about 48. Then the models kind of converge. You can see some moves it to the northwest. Some starts to want to turn it back to the west. There's a few models takes it off to the north and northeast, but there's a good many of the models are trying to move it to the northwest and then turn it back westward. So we'll have to keep an eye on Sean because it could take a track similar to Lee and maybe Philippe later on down the road, but we'll have to watch and see if that's going to happen. But if it happens to move to the northwest and then back to the west, it could fall apart because it could get into some wind shear over there. But like I say, we'll watch it to see what happens. Okay, here it is. As you can see, it's got about 25 knot winds equal to 30 miles per hour. To take it into a tropical storm, there's a few that keeps it just a tropical wave. Even a couple of them shoots it all the way to a category 3. I don't think so. One takes it to a category 1. Pretty much the best bet right now would be a tropical storm, maybe with winds of about 40 to 60 miles per hour at best right now, when it do become tropical storm Sean. All right. Let's move on to Invest 93L. This is the closest one to our local forecast area. As you can see here, it's pretty well clear on the south side of the system. Do not have a circulation at this time. On the east-northeast side of the low pressure system, but the moisture will continue to push on off to the north and northeast. We do have very warm waters down here in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's why there's a possibility this system could ramp up pretty quickly into our depression, maybe even in the tropical storm Tammy if it continues on its, if it gets over that warm water and gets better organized, then it looks to become a tropical depression and then a tropical storm. Last night or yesterday we are up on this website, so here it is. Current position of the storm. Most of the models keeps it going across Florida, anywhere from around the Big Bend area of Florida where Adelia took place at, as far west maybe back to Louisiana with one of the models, but anywhere from pretty much around Tampa all the way back to this boot heel there of Louisiana. Need to be on the lookout for this system, and it do look like it may bring some beneficial rains. Can't get the word out there, but beneficial rain for portions of southeast Louisiana through Mississippi, Alabama, well, portions of Mississippi, portion of Alabama, portion of Georgia, portion of South Carolina, much of Florida. We'll get in that. We'll show you that at the end of this broadcast on the rainfall totals, but that's the forecast track right now. If it do not get a character name down here in the Gulf of Mexico, but it should, it will get it may become a tropical storm off the east coast of the United States. Let's take a look at the intensity guidance of this system, and we'll show you what I'm talking about. See, right now it has about 25 knot winds equal to 30 miles per hour. It's almost to a tropical depression status. There's a good many of the models do take it into tropical storm status, weakens it down, then becomes back a tropical storm later again. This is where it may get toward land, may ramp up into a possible tropical depression or a tropical storm. Then when it moves across the land mass area, will drop back to a depression. Then it could regain tropical storm status if the models are correct here. Right now, most of them keeps it just a remnant low. But I would not be surprised this thing could ramp up into a low-end grade hurricane. I mean not a hurricane, but a low-end grade tropical storm with winds of maybe 40 to 45 miles per hour. Maybe in the next 12 to 24 to 36 hours. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this system, and I'll be back with more and see if anything else has changed in tonight. Alright, that's your tropical update. Now let's move on to your local forecast here across the lower 48 with the watches, warning, and advisory map. Alright, you can see here we got some frost advisories over portions of Virginia, West Virginia, also in the portion of Ohio, and also portion of eastern areas of Indiana. We have some winter storm watches in effect for portions of South Dakota, also in the Wyoming as well. Winter weather advisory for portions of Montana, and also portions of Utah as well. Wind advisories for you guys here in areas of Montana, also in the Nevada, and also down in the central and southern California as well. We got some special weather statements also in effect. Let me make sure them fire weather statements, excuse me. We got some fire weather statements over here in portions of Oregon, also over here in portions of southeast Colorado. These are special weather statements here for you guys here in southeastern Arizona. Also, we got some freeze watches in effect for you guys in Utah and also California and Nevada, and also some freeze warnings also in effect for portions of Nevada as well. Alright, now we got some special weather statements for you guys here in the areas of Alaska with some winter weather advisory on coastal areas and gale warnings around the area of Alaska. We still have that hurricane warning effect where Hurricane Lydia is supposed to make landfall in western Mexico. Gale warnings in effect for areas of South California all the way up into western portions of Oregon. Same over here in Louisiana all the way over to portions of Florida Panhandle, with also these are portions of gale watches also in effect there as well for that little tropical future down in the Gulf of Mexico. Alright, the Hawaiian chain island looks a-okay. And finally, we're going to wrap it up with the rainfall totals. This is over the next 7 days. As you can see, the model is sniffing out that system here in the Gulf of Mexico, moving it across the southeastern United States and then out into the coastal waters. We got another little system up here in the Alaska area, coastal vicinity up here as well. Gulf of I think Gulf of Alaska they call it up here in this region here. And also we got some heavy precipitation extending from Wyoming all the way into the northeastern United States, also into portions of the New Brunswick area, Newfoundland region as well, and also off into coastal waters, as well as a low pressure system will move across this region and out into the coastal waters region as well. Alright, the last day, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch across portions of North Carolina, back into portions of Kansas and Oklahoma, and also some up in portions of Canada as well, and also back in the Pacific Northwest and Oregon, Washington, and Nevada regions as well. Alright, and heavy precipitation expected along northern California, western Oregon, and also western Washington State, up toward Vancouver, Canada region as well. Alright, let's see. I want to show something real quick. Let's see if I can see if I can get to it real quick before I go. I'm going to show you the I'll try to get to the severe weather, but we'll check it out tonight. But anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. And we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful Tuesday afternoon, folks. Take care. And tonight we'll have more on the the tropics and also about the severe weather and